Good morning, good afternoon or good evening, wherever you may be. My name's Ed and welcome to Let's Go Fishing. Well guys, g'day, welcome back. Today I'm going through the process of making lures. Now these metal lures are made out of kitchen knives and you come away with some good looking lures. There's no doubt about it. It's very expensive to buy lures these days. It's, any sort of tackle now is expensive. So I said, well, if you're fishing off the rocks, you're going to lose some lures, as we all do. So, and you're not too happy about it when you do lose the lures. So at least this way, it hasn't cost you anything but time and maybe a set of trebles. So sit back, enjoy, and I hope you can learn something from it. Well, you can use all sorts of kitchen knives, different shapes and styles. I've got 3 there, they're different. And I buy these at the second-hand shop, my local second-hand shop. You can find them anywhere really. And for a few bucks, you got a few lures and you come away with fish. It's a bonus. Now I'll start off first by putting a bend in the lure. That makes it work a lot better in the water. So what I do is just put a rag over the top, like that, piece of wood on top, and give it a sharp blow. And that, don't know if you can see, is put a bend in it. It makes it work a lot better in the water. Now what we have to do is heat it up where we need to drill the holes. So I'm going to make this one a short one, so I'll drill a hole there and I'll drill a hole there. So that's where we have to heat it up. Just keep the flame low. And just put it right on the tip there. Okay, that's nice and hot. You let that cool down slowly and that'll anneal the metal and make it softer. So now we've got to heat it up there, but I'll put my multi-grips on so I won't burn myself. And we'll do the same thing. Alright, that's hot enough. Now we'll just let it cool down slowly. Now another little tip, if you're doing this, the hottest part of the flame is right where the blue flame ends. Right there on the edge of that blue flame. That's the hottest part of all that flame. Well, it's been about 15 to 20 minutes and it's cool to the touch. Now, you could see the blue haze there. That's where you heated it up. It actually adds and it enhances the look of the lure once you polish it. I don't mind the actual blue hue that it's got on it, but you can, if you keep on polishing it, you can get rid of it. So the next step is to mark where we need to drill the holes and get it up on the pedestal drill and drill them. Another thing we need to do is center punch the holes where we're going to drill, just to make sure that the drill doesn't slide around. That was loud, wasn't it? Let's do it again. So now what we're going to do is mark it where we need to cut it, and we'll just get the angle grinder and just cut that off right there. Put it in the vise. And we'll put it in the vise a bit further up. Ear protection. And I got my glasses as well. Okay. Alright, now we just round off the edges with the bench grinder. And if you haven't got a bench grinder, you can use the angle grinder with a grinding wheel on it. Just shape it to the way you want. You've got to dip it in water once in a while because it just gets too hot to hold. Alright, what I want to do now is just deburr it. Take all the little burrs off it and that. So I've got a, what is it, 120 Greek sandpaper. I'll just give that a sand. It's just a light sand. Now we're going to put it on the buffer and buff it up. Now you don't have to use a bench grinder. You don't even have to grind that back. You can use it as it is. You can grab some chrome polish, give it a polish, and all that stuff, all that yellowy, browny hue will go away. But obviously, if you've got a bench grinder, it's easier to use. Well guys, that's what we ended up with. A nice little metal lure. Now all you need to do is put the trebles on it, and I like to use an assist hook on there because I like jigging these things. They're nice little jig lures, these ones. Anyway, you might be wondering, what about when it rusts? Well, it's stainless steel. All utensils are made of low quality stainless steel. So you might get a little bit of rusting on top, but nothing compared to the price of the actual lure. You can give that a hit once in a while, take the trebles off it, and every year just give it a hit if you're going to use it again, if you have it that long. But I think it's worthwhile doing and spending the time to do it. And another thing is, a bonus, that you've caught a fish with something you made, you know. So I like that fact. So now I'm going to put the trebles on. I'll show you how to make the assist hook, and we'll go from there. Okay, you've got it like so, and you want to open that split ring up a bit more, so you just push it up and stick your hook in there like so. It's a bit finicky, and just twist. And that's it, your hooks are on. So, okay, that's your lure. Okay, so what we have here is, this is what I'm using for the assist hook. It's a size 2. I'll take one out. And that's a hook there. And size 7 split rings. And that's them there. Alright, to tie it on, I'm just using this cord here. It was off my plumb bob. It's like a Venetian blind cord, really. Anything like that you can use. Eventually they wear out and you have to replace them, but you know, it will do. So what I do too is I put on a bit of bling. I've had this for years. I used to do my own flies and that. Yeah, so I put a bit of that on. I know the tailor liked the pink as well. So, there's a bit of bling. Cut a piece of cord. Like that. Later on we can trim that off. No problem. And a bit of this stuff as well. And say half of that should do. Like that. Put it up against the other pink stuff like that so you can see how long to cut it. Alright. So now you just present it up to the hook. Like that. And here's the tricky part. You've got to make a loop, like so. Hold on to that part of the loop and start going around all that bling. I'll do it around about 4 or 5 times, then come back around the loop. Easier said than done. Now just pull on that. Always use my teeth. I shouldn't, but I do. Can't break that habit. is just twist it around a little bit and bring all that around like that over the hook, just to hide the hook a bit, like so. Give it a good pull. Alright, now you just cut the excess. And that's that. Alright, now we get our lure. And we have to measure it. So if you put your hooks there like that, and you put this hook, if you're going to use it on top, like so, you can't have it coming down too far because then it'll do that. And that's not what you want. So you just do it, cut it a bit short, or make the cord a little bit shorter. So that's the distance we need. But before we do that, we got to thread the other end of this cord through the eye again. No easy tasks. Alright, also. And you know that that loop is going to go through the split ring, so you want it about that length. Not much, that's what you want. And I'll show you how to tie that on now. Alright, what I do is just put the loop over something like that. You can get someone to hold something like that. So it just holds the loop straight and taut. And then go around with the other piece of the cord. Just go around and around until you get up to the top. Okay, once you got up to there, what you want to do is just give it a half hitch. Just like that. Get a nice pull. Done. You got a bit of a loop there. Alright, and then you cut the excess off. Alright, now you just cut the excess off. Just trim it up a bit, make it look a bit neat. A bit neater. And what I like to do is put a bit of super glue on there so it won't come off, the knots won't come undone. And that's pretty much it. Okay, there's the assist hook. Now to attach the assist hook onto the split ring, you just put it on through the loop and that's pretty much it. And there you have it. What a nice looking lure. Okay then, let's see how much these weigh. Now these big ones here, they're 54 grams, and the small ones are 42 grams, and I made a smaller one than that, that's 40, not much difference. Anyway, I don't mind these smaller ones because you can jig with them, they're really good, they've got a good action to them. So guys, I hope you come away with something, and I hope it works out for you. Let me know in the comments if it does. It's a cheap alternative to buying lures, and if you like making things with your hands, well, why not? Now, if you like this video, please give me the thumbs up. Thank you to my subscribers, and I will see you in another video. Till then.